Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. This is going to be your July 2023 reading. I did this originally, actually the day after my birthday. Matter of fact, I did it on the 30th, and I just really wasn't feeling the reading that I was doing, but I was still gonna put it up. But the way it worked out is I accidentally deleted it. So I guess it just wasn't meant to be, which is okay because I wasn't feeling it in that reading anyway. So we're here with your July readings. This is going to be for all signs. We're going to start with Cancer because we're in Cancer season. Happy birthday to my Cancer sisters and brothers. That is the best sign. Yes, I do have a bias. June 29th gang over here. So, yeah. We're going to start with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I will have the signs timestamped down below in the description box. So if you want to watch more than just your sun sign, you can check out your moon and or rising. I do tell people that, depending on how things are set up and how the energy is rocking, your moon or your rising may resonate with you more, or all messages may resonate with you, and some messages may not resonate with you. Take what does, rock with it, and whatever doesn't, what's the saying? What don't apply, let it fly. Charge it to the game. I apologize for the noise in the background. I'm actually recording this on a white people holiday, which is the 4th, and they like to pop off fireworks, which is wild because it's raining and hailing outside. So I'm actually not understanding, but they be like an extreme shit. So there's that. So yeah, excuse the fireworks. I'm doing the reading right now, so it is what it is. If you can't take it, I'm sorry. You can book a personal with me, and I will record for you when there ain't no fireworks. But that means you're going to have to give me a few days because they will be popping off these things for the next few days. All right, let's get into it. I don't want to waste too much time. Very quick, shameless plugs. I really don't have any. Check out everything in my description box and click on those links, and that'll give you everything you need. All the decks, all of the readings, if you want to show gratitude and love or send some birthday love in, everything you need to know and see is down there in the description box, okay? So let's just get started. I am reading with the Prism Oracle and the totally unofficial Adventure Time Tarot deck today, which I was very excited to get in my possession. It was like $4 off on Temu. So I will have a link in the description box for that. Like, if you want this Adventure Time Tarot deck, it's really cheap. The cards are a little flimsy, but it is what it is when you pay $3 for a tarot deck. And it has Adventure Time things on it. Ugh, I fucking hate fireworks. All right, let's get into July 2023 for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. What's popping for people with those placements? What energy is coming in, or what energy do people with those Cancer placements need to be tapping into? Then we'll flip your oracle once we get a tarot. I closed my window, but I decided to burn sage today for my smudge. Sage and a cinnamon stick, and I really should probably have one of these windows open, but then fireworks are driving me crazy. All right, July 2023, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Give me some good cards. Give me some good cards because it is the birthday month. This is the start of the new rotation. What's popping for people with those Cancer placements? Thank you in advance. All right, Cancer. Anger and the 7 of coins. Okay. So right off bat, the energy that I get is that there's going to be some frustration with finances. Literally with finances or with work. But you know what? I'm not getting it in a sense of like you're frustrated with work. I get a sense of being frustrated with the money. So for some of you guys, it's going to be that you're not making enough money and you feel like you're just toiling away. You just continuously keep putting in effort. With this Earth card, the coins is Pentacles, which is Earth. With this Earth energy, although it is the money suit, I do get coming up with this card, I do get this frustration of like the work you're doing, you're not seeing the right type of return on it, but you feel like you're continuously putting in effort, right? For some of you though, I feel like it just has something to do with a delay in, a delay in your like payment, and that could be by way of like, maybe invoices getting sent in late, again, maybe not making as much as you feel like you should be making, also possibly like some issues with like paperwork, if that makes sense. I also get that for those of you guys that are making adequate money, even for those of you that are like just getting your footing back or whatever the case may be, there might just be some frustration with how much, like, you guys know the feeling of you're doing the work, you're making the money, but you don't get to see it because as soon as it comes in, it goes out to bills. I get that energy too. So Cancer, what I'm picking up on is for this month, and I hate that these is the cards coming up for us for the start of our rotation around the sun. But I very much so get this energy of sacrifice for work. Excuse me. That sage is, whew. It's a mixture of the sage and the fact that my allergies have been bothering me all day. So like I'm breathing out of one nostril and then I have sage going into my lungs, and it's okay. Your girl is getting cleansed for real, for real. So Cancer, what I will say is for the start of this rotation around the sun, it doesn't start off necessarily rocky, but it starts off with a little bit of irritation behind finances. Like, bills are going to be making you mad. I feel like late fees might be piling up, but that's because I feel like some of you are finding your footing. And so as you find your footing, like, it's like sometimes you're not doing it on time or in the timeline that society wants it. So, you got to pay what you pay when you can, and you might get some late fees. But what I will say with these cards is that the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Coins, gives this continue to put in your individual effort type of energy. So keep doing what you're doing. I do feel like it's just a matter of delay, if that makes sense, and a matter of just not seeing the money that you are making or not making enough money. You know what? I usually don't do this, but I feel like that's trash to just give that for the reading for the month. So I'm gonna pull a birthday bonus for Cancer because what? Yeah, we gonna slide that out the way. Can I get a birthday bonus card for Cancer, like a happy message? Like, cause what? Why was that the message? Birthday bonus for Cancer Sun, Moon and Rising, I guess, even though it's Cancer Sun's birthday. Birthday bonus for Cancer. Sadness, bro. I should have just left that shit alone, huh? Birthday bonus for Cancer. Birthday bonus for Cancer. Eight of Cups. Okay. Cancer, so I'm not going to mark this as a bonus in the timestamps because what? This is not what I was looking for. There's something that you've been putting your energy and your effort into. It is just time for you to walk away from that shit. I don't know what it is. Is it career? Is it a relationship? Is it a place? Like, can I get one more card? What's this pertaining to? The Emperor. It could be career. Last clarification. Strength. Career and strength. The Emperor, career and strength. Sadness, Eight of Cups. Walking away from something. Having the courage and the confidence to bet on yourself is the message that I'm getting. And so sadness honestly could be coming in as like not feeling fulfilled because it is coming in before the Eight of Cups. I will say that it could be not feeling fulfilled, not necessarily like a depression or like a down in the dumps, but just like it doesn't feel good doing what I'm doing anymore. I want to do something different. I want to try something in a different way. I want to be in a different area, in a different space, because you've put all of your energy and effort into whatever it was that was making you happy at one point in time, into this space here. So what I get is like Cancer, something you were in alignment with, you're no longer in alignment with anymore. It could, for some of you guys, it could be a space, a place. And for some, it's 909. That's ascension, moving on up, moving on out, moving into different chapters. So, and since I did look up and see that, for some of you guys, this is a physical space, a physical career. You've put all that you needed to into it. You don't feel fulfilled anymore because you're not in alignment with it anymore. And it is time for you to bet on yourself. stand 10 toes down, bet on yourself, and, you know, move forward into your new spaces and your new chapters. Last thing Cancer needs to know for the birthday bonus. You know what? I might mark this as your birthday bonus. Oh, I told y'all I'm a Cancer sun, right? So y'all hear me flip-flopping all the changes. I'm like, ooh, no, I'm not gonna do it. I am gonna do it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. We gonna see. Determination. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta get another Band-Aid, y'all, because I was being stupid the other day. Actually, you know what? No, I wasn't being stupid. I just wasn't paying attention, and I gave myself like a very sharp cardboard cut. And you know, I be giving myself cardboard cuts, like, not necessarily frequently, but you know, enough to where I can say I be giving myself cardboard cuts and paper cuts and shit. So like, I got this crazy cardboard cut, and that shit was really bleeding. So like, it's not like a cut anymore, but it's in the healing phase, and I just kind of tapped it on something. I don't know what I just did, but I can't feel the skin peeling back, but I can see it starting to try to peel back, and I just don't have time. So hold on. You know what? I should put some Neosporin on this. Why do I have Neosporin on deck? Because I have a pet junior cat. She's not necessarily a kitten anymore, but she's like a teenager. Excuse me. Citrus, did you hear me talking about you? Because you definitely just popped out. Hi, girl. You're not out here for me. You came out here for your food. She said, I'm not studying you. Okay, Cancer. Your reading's getting a little long, but that's okay because it's your birthday. Maybe I'll do this for the signs every month. Anyway, so to round out your reading, your card ends with determination. Your reading ends with determination. And so I think that is definitely confirmation on what I was saying as far as having the courage and the confidence to bet on yourself and walk away from your comfort zone and just take the opportunities that come in, even though they might not, you know, seem all that promising, but like, walk away from the comfort zone, bet on yourself, and push yourself into the spaces that you are supposed to be in alignment with now, okay? Happy birthday to y'all. I'm gonna leave that at that. And I've learned my lesson. Ooh, look at that. On the bottom of the card, have faith. Bottom of the deck. I don't know why I keep saying card. And I keep saying it as a singular thing, too. It's funny. Have faith. Bet on yourself. Courage and confidence within you. Where's the tarot? Here we go. You have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the tarot deck. So that just gives me a confirmation on betting on yourself does put you into alignment with the things and the spaces and the people and the energies that you do need to be in alignment with, okay? Okay. All right, let's wrap up Cancer. Cancer, if that was... I know that was rough and tough for a second there, but I don't believe in sugarcoating my messages. I don't like to put y'all in a trick bag by way of not being honest. So if you feel like that resonated or provided you with insight that you could use, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments that it resonated, how it resonated. Share it with your Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends. And make sure you are subscribed to me and have your notifications turned on so that you can catch my new videos when they go up, okay? Okay. I'm going to respond for y'all since I am a Cancer. Let's get into Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. We are going to clear for Cancer. Let's get Cancer on up out of there and tap in for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, July 2023. What is the energy for people with those Leo placements? What energy will they be tapping into this month? And we'll flip. Once we get some tarot. Clearing for Cancer, tapping in for Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, July 2023. What's coming up? What's going down? What's popping for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising this month? Illumination and the Queen of Coins. So 2 messages that I pick up for you there, Leo. what I get is, this is so funny because this band-aid is bothering me. What I get for you guys this month, two messages. They are very specific. This is general. So like I said earlier, take what resonates, leave what don't, leave what doesn't. For some of you, because we do have a court card coming up here, this does tell me that there is a prominent earth sign, feminine earth sign energy, more mature. Doesn't necessarily have to mean in age, but it could be in age, like an auntie, grandmama, mama type of energy. But this could also just be somebody who is a little bit more mature, has a bit more of an old soul, okay? Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or they might have those energies very prominent in their chart or throughout their big three, okay? Something with that person is like you are seeing the light there. You are like, oh, okay, I'm seeing what I need to see here. For some of you, and this is interesting because it's so funny because I said, well, I have two different messages, but I have two different messages for this message too. So for some of you, this goes in a direction of finally getting clarity, illumination, finally seeing. Let me show you guys this card up close too, because these cards are pretty. I like these. We're not going to talk about my nails right now. They need to be done. Finally getting illumination into like understand. What are you doing down there? Citrus, it is not that serious, girl. You still have like half a bowl of wet food, so like why are you going so crazy? Getting illumination, clarity into understanding this person. Finally seeing things from their perspective or understanding their perspective. Not necessarily saying that you have to agree with their perspective, but finally seeing them or seeing life how they see it, which I feel like has something to do with a disconnect between the two of you prior to this point. I also get that there's, for those of you that this has to do with like a relationship and it's on this particular path, this kind of refreshes, reignites the spark for you. It kind of shows you them in a different light, in a positive, in a good light, okay? Now, on the other hand, I do get for you guys that this could be somebody that you're finally just seeing their true colors. And I don't, like I said, I don't sugarcoat these readings. Finally seeing their true colors and finally just kind of seeing like, you know what, this is not it. This ain't for me. I see how you are. I see how you move. And I don't think I want to be or move like that. So I'm going to leave you where you at and I'm going to go be where I'm going to be at, is the energy that I'm picking up there. So, you know, like I said, very specific storylines, and it's going to rock one or two ways if that particular message resonated with you. Now, the other fork message, where the message forks off, the one that I get for you Leos, is that this is a time, because we're talking about the Queen of Coins. For me, this speaks to nurturing your money, nurturing your career, nurturing your... I associate career with passion projects, but that is because I am a water. I feel like that's because I'm a water sign. I have my Venus placement is in water. So like I naturally am inclined to do work that I love and to do work that moves me and moves other people, typically through creativity or through some sort of creative avenue or some sort of arts. Okay. So if you're new here, that's why I always relate those two things, okay? But so for some of you guys, what I get is that this is a time, this is a month, and you guys are coming up on your birthday. So it doesn't surprise me that your focus may be on figuring out what truly makes you happy, what truly makes your heart beat, okay? Really getting some insight, gaining some clarity, finally seeing how you can implement the changes that need to be made in order for you to achieve your goals or do the things that you would find enjoyable for a career, okay? So things are going to be coming to light for you. Like you may be having aha moments. You might be seeing some resources. That is premature. The burp didn't come out yet. You might like come across some resources that you weren't really looking for. You might have a conversation with somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who has an opportunity that is literally exactly what you've been looking for. I also get that there's mentorship coming in for some of you all, specifically regarding finances. So for some of you guys, I think that means I'm getting like My visualizations be cracking me up because I'm seeing like a business suit and a briefcase, which tells me businessman, business person. So it's entrepreneurialism. So for those of you guys that are business owners or who have been thinking about starting a business, keep your eyes open and your ears open and your heart open to somebody that is coming in to mentor you, and more than likely it would probably be somebody with this Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, I mean, I think that's all I'm really picking up for you guys, Leo. I was about to call y'all Libra, so for some of you guys there may be a significant Libra this month. I don't know in what kind of light, because it just came through like that, so it is what it is. Y'all let me know. But that's all I'm picking up for you, Leo. Happy early birthday. If you would like a solar return reading, I offer 2 different spreads. You can find all that stuff in the description box. Okay. Let me know if that reading resonated with you, okay? If it did, leave some comments, give me a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on, and share this video with your Leo friends who need to hear this message, all right? Thank you for tuning in, Leos. All right, let's get into Virgo. I'm like, are they gonna pop off them fireworks the whole time? I don't know if y'all can hear that person in the background when he said, woo! Right after I said, are they gonna pop off them fireworks the whole time? So I guess y'all celebrating the 4th of July with them people outside. Okay. All right, clearing for Leo. Clearing for Leo. Protection fell out the deck while I was talking about them people with them fireworks. Somebody, I don't want to speak this, but I was feeling this, and I was like, is it a lightning strike? Something is gonna happen with them fireworks outside in somewhere in Denver. I don't know if it's gonna be a lot, but I've been feeling that. I'm just gonna stop talking. Clearing for the fireworks energy. You know what? Clearing for the fireworks energy. And clearing for Leo. Let me give this a real bridge shuffle. I'm not that good at shuffling like this, but when I feel like my deck needs to be shuffled for real, I'll shuffle like this. Like, you see why I don't like shuffling like this? Because I'm not good at it. I'm kind of good at it with, like, playing cards. And I actually do want to learn to read with just regular playing cards, you guys. I am Creole, French Creole. So I do have, you know, a voodoo background. And I feel like throwing bones and reading cards, but playing cards are something that I should know how to do. Just to keep it real, that's how I feel. So that's going to acquire that knowledge. I'm so bad at this. Look at I need to get the deck shuffled though, because I didn't like talking about them fucking fireworks. Clearing for Leo. And for that fireworks conversation. So tapping in for Virgo. It was popping for people with Virgo energy. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising for the month of July 2023. What's going up? What's going down? What are they tapping into? Or what's coming in for them? And let's get your tarot going. Clearing for Leo. Tapping in for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising for the month of July 2023. So what? Some supporting insight for the Virgo people for this month. Love and Ace of Swords. Okay, Virgo. So I'm like, which message should I say first? So, okay, first things first, I want to say that obviously for some of you got the love card here. There's going to be some sort of epiphany, aha moment coming up for you in your love space, whether you're single or partnered. So that could be like you realize something in your relationship, or you realize something about yourself, or about something in love, or about your previous relationships that you've dealt with in the past. Some sort of epiphany, okay? Now, as I was laying your cards out, I kept hearing, put a ribbon on me, I've been acting brand new. Specifically Cardi B's part. I don't know why, because that's a mulatto song. I'm sorry, Lotto song, but I'm actually a Lotto fan. I was watching her on the rap game when she was mulatto. Was it Young Mulatto? Did she have Young before her name too, like Young Mulatto or something like that? I don't know. Or was she just Little Mulatto or Baby Mulatto? I don't know. But Lotto, formerly known as Mulatto, that's her song. But I'm hearing Cardi B's part, put a ribbon on me, I've been acting brand new. So I don't know, like I feel like some sort of refreshed, renewed energy coming in for you as far as the love space is concerned. This is not the love reading for you guys, but this is what is coming up. I also will say, when I get love in my general spreads, it gives me this energy of something that you enjoy, something that you are very passionate about. So it doesn't have to just be your relationship or your person, or your thoughts or your perspective on actual romantic or an intimate love. We could also be talking about something like a hobby or a career or a friendship. Like, I just feel like, why pause on the reading, but like, just this is my logic for this. Okay, you guys, first of all, I went to an HBCU, so like 4th of July is an irritating holiday to me, especially because it comes so close to Juneteenth, and there's that. But then also, like, my thing is like, okay, we're celebrating Independence Day, which has to do with with the war and, the white folks gaining independence from the people in Europe. But it's like, weren't y'all tired of hearing all them gunshot sounds? Like, why are we celebrating independence with things that sound like gunshots? Like, that's a lot. Like, just go and look at the horizon or something and sing the Star Spangled Banner or something. Like, I don't know, but like, fireworks is too much for me. And I did enjoy them when I was a little kid. Like, I think that is definitely something that you grow out of. I feel like that about roller coasters too. All right, tangent over, back to the reading. As I was saying, Virgo, I do feel like there's something that you're passionate about. It could be your partner, it could be a relationship or somebody that you're interested in, but it could also be a career space. It could also be a specific career, a friendship, a family member, something that you feel strongly and passionately about. You have the Ace of Swords coming up here, so this tells me that you gain some insight, you gain a new perspective, and you go in a new direction with it. Like, there's a refresh, a reset there for you. So what I will say is, for those of you that this does speak to a relationship for, if it's been stale, if it's been stagnant, if there's been problems in that space, some clarity is coming through this month. And that, because the Swords is a communication suit, I would definitely say there could be some conversations that are to be had that will clear things up and kind of chop down the tension and the obstacles that put you into this positive love space. Okay, now on the other hand, if it's not speaking to romantic stuff, you're going to get some insight. You're going to see clear. I can see clearly now the rain is gone, right? You're going to see the path. I feel like the path to the success as far as those passionate things that you are concerned about. I feel like there is, Virgo, you guys are ruled by Mercury. So when I speak to y'all's energy, I'm like, no, you guys are the smarts. You guys are very analytical. You put your plans together, you put your steps together, and you do your due diligence. So what I get is that there are some things that maybe you've wanted to do, some things that, or some people that you wanted to meet or have or work with or have interactions with, some things you wanted to do, some changes you wanted to make, but you've been in a space to where you've either felt blocked from doing so, or you've felt like you didn't have the knowledge or couldn't figure out the path to make those things happen. In the month of July, that is where things change. You start to see, like, the sky starts to open up for you, and you start to see how you can start putting those things into play, how you can start aligning yourself with these energies that you have been manifesting, okay? So think positive, speak positively when it comes to all of these things that were coming up in your brain as I was talking through your spread, because we do have the power to manifest our thoughts and our words. So you want to put good energy out there for the things that are coming in for you, because we are also coming up on your new rotation around the sun. So wrap this one up in a quote unquote good way, and start the new one prepare to start the new one in a good way, going in a direction of alignment and positivity and abundance and love. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Your girl has cotton mouth. I really talked through y'all's spread, and I needed a sip of water at the beginning. Okay, but I made it. I made it. Sorry for the ASMR on the water, but I had to get a gulp in there because my throat is dry. Nope, I don't like how that looks. Let's draw Libra again. We are going to go into Libra next. All right, we're going to clear for Virgo. Clearing for Virgo and tapping in for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising for July 2023. So what is the energy for people with those Libra placements coming up this month? I am so mad at Cancer's reading. I'm not. No, I was gonna lie and say I'm not mad. No, I'm mad. That was not it's birthday month. Like, that's stupid. So I'm gonna just hope that Capricorn's reading resonates with me and that it's better. But I will say that I have been, I don't really read other people's stuff online or watch too many other people's videos, but ones that I have been seeing, the cardinal signs are not necessarily taking a hit, but it's a turning point for us. And I literally have all cardinal stuff in my big three and throughout my chart, for real. And we're going into another cardinal sign now. Cardinal air, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, July 2023. What's popping for people with these Libra placements? Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising. Clearing from Virgo Sun. Libra, I don't have no time for that tonight. I'm not, because it was too much of the deck, so y'all are not getting that. I'm so sorry, but too much. Y'all got a lot going on. Are your thoughts all over the place? Is your energy hectic? Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, July 2023. What's the energy for people? Okay, now Libra, y'all got my deck doing a little bit too much. And you know what? If you watch my videos, you know what I'm about to say next. The air signs always have my shuffling going crazy. And that was the nice way of saying it. But it's all love. It's all love. Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising, July 2023. What's the energy? Why y'all got my deck shuffling like that? What's the energy? Death and the Two of Swords. You guys need to figure out something. And this is interesting. For some of you guys, I feel like there's a habit or a personality. I don't know what I wasn't trying to say personality, but apparently personality. There's a habit or a perspective. I think perspective is the word I was looking for. There's a habit or a perspective or a behavior, specifically coming from you, that you need to do away with. And the Two of Swords coming up is so interesting because it tells me that Libra, you are the scales. It tells me that you have the capacity to where you have considered how this behavior or perspective or habit or whatever the case may be is detrimental to you or to others around you or whatever the case may be. I feel like you know on one end how it is quote unquote bad. On another end, I feel like there is this energy of, but I don't care because I'm going to do it anyway, because I want to do it like this. So it's interesting that it's coming through like that, Libra, for you with this Death card and the Two of Swords here. It's like you need to make a decision on how and who you want to be. Straight up. And like, that is not the message that was coming through for me at the beginning. So I guess that's the message that's being kicked to you. And it's so interesting. I just started smelling my sage. It's not lit. So Libra, I don't know. I feel like I need to kind of get you together in this spread. Like, what have you been doing? How have you been acting? How have you been moving? Because the way the energy is coming through is kind of like, you need to make a decision on if this is really how you want to be, on if this is how you want people to view you. And the death card, I don't really read the death card as like actual death. I don't read like that. I stay away from things like that in my spread. So I read the death card as like an end of a cycle. So like Libra, the energy coming through for you, this is, if I got the word karmic, like this feels karmic for some of you. This has to do with karmic relationships, and not necessarily just romantic. Like this could be karmic family relationships, karmic friendships, karmic, whatever the case may be, okay? But I'm getting this like this energy of like, is this who and how you want to be? Like, you need to make a decision now on like if this is what you want to do, if this is how you want to live your life. Because there's a message here coming up for you guys that is kind of like, how do I want to word this? It's kind of like, you know, the way you're moving could be blocking some blessings. Like the way you're moving could really be messing some things up for you. So you need to really consider, Two of Swords. You need to really make a decision, Two of Swords, on if this is how you want to keep moving, on if this is what you want to do. But because you have the death card coming up in your spread, so the message that I'm getting is that Libra, you need to stop doing what you're doing. You need to stop acting the way that you're acting. You need to stop moving the way that you're moving. Like it's time for you to dead that. Literally, it's time for you to dead that. It's time for you to stop acting like that. It's time for you to correct your karma, which is what's coming through. And Libra, that is so, I don't know what that's speaking to, because honestly, when I flipped your cards, as you guys know, I sometimes channel when I read. Like, I'm an intuitive reader, so I read the energy, and I also go based off of the imagery and the actual literal meaning of the cards. But like when I flipped them, that's not necessarily what I was going for, but that's what's coming out. So I'm like, this is interesting. I'm curious to know what y'all got going on this month. What's on the bottom of the deck for you? You got the World card here. This is definitely like an end to a cycle and coming up on a new one. So, you know, move accordingly is really like, is really the energy that I like, is what I'm gonna leave you guys with. Move accordingly, and make smart decisions. Make smarter decisions. Yeah, that's I'm like searching my brain for more to tell you, but when that's it, so we're gonna leave it at that. All right. You need some more insight, you can book a reading with me. All my links are in the description box. If that resonated with you, let me know down in the comment section. Give me some thumbs ups. Give me some thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Share this video with your Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends who may need to hear the message. Oop, I just bit my tongue. And subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can keep up when I put out new readings, okay? We are going to get into Scorpio now. I don't know if this is a message for Libra or Scorpio, but it's random because I just randomly in my head started thinking about like the way my neighbors have shifted. And it was like, I went from being surrounded by flavor, and granted my new neighbor has a lot of flavor. He's a jazz musician, but like he's also white. I went from being surrounded by flavor. I had a black neighbor on one side and I had a Latino neighbor on the other side, to being not surrounded by flavor. And I was just in my head thinking like, that's my cue. It's time to go. So I don't know if that's for Libra or Scorpio, but for one of y'all, it's time to go somewhere and do something different. All right. Clearing for Libra. Tapping in for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2023. So what's the energy for people with those Scorpio placements? this month. What's popping for those people? I don't know what I was about to say, but what's going up? What's going down for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, July 2023? One card, that's one card. And let's get some tarot cards clearing for Libra. Tapping in for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, July 2023. So what is the energy? What's the supporting insight, clarifying insight for Scorpio for this month? Citrus, are you out here or is that the wind blowing outside? No, Citrus is definitely not out here. All right, Scorpio, what's good? Ooh, you got fear and you got the Five of Swords. July is a little rocky for like what is going on. Gosh, I know we got a retrograde happening. So there's a retrograde with Capricorn. Capricorn's a tough energy. And then Cancer. Do we have, no, yep, we didn't. We're in Cancer season. Then we have Cancer new moon, which is also a tough energy. Surprise, guys, that's my big three. Cancer and Capricorn, literally. That's literally mostly my chart. Like I have one Aquarius placement, one Leo placement, and that's it. Like everything else is Cancer and Capricorn with a sprinkle of Virgo and Taurus and Scorpio. So Scorpio, you got fear and you got the Five of Swords. So first things first, what I get, like, before I can even give you the message that I'm getting from the cards, I'm feeling like I need to tell you guys, like, they're like for real, like, are you really gonna play yourself like that? Like, that's what's coming up for me. So Scorpio, you really gonna play yourself like that? And I feel like that is pertaining to something that you either want to do or been thinking about doing, and you're just getting turned away from it. And you have the Five of Swords here. So this does tell me that it has to do with your thoughts. And it could be coming from outside of you too. Honestly, when I get this, typically it's the Nine of Swords that gives me external thoughts, but honestly, Five of Swords too. Five of Swords too. Whatever, y'all know what I'm saying. I had somebody in a live one time that was like, oh my gosh, she's mispronouncing the word swords. The W is silent. And I was like, says who? The fucking English language? How dumb does that sound? Yes, I do pronounce it with a W sometimes. It is what it is. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. Whatever I say, y'all know what I mean. So with that, anyways, with that being said, I feel like there could be something that you've been wanting to do or like a change that you've been preparing to make, and there's a little bit of fear, there's a little bit of doubt, one coming from within you. And I don't know if that's because you feel like you don't have the experience or the time or the resources, but there is a little bit of fear and doubt within yourself regarding making that change. There's also I get some fear and doubt being created by way of what people outside of you are saying. Scorpio, I'm getting a little bit of hater energy too. Like you could have somebody outside of you that is like, look at this card. A little bit of hater jealousy energy. Like there could be something that you're preparing to do or that you want to do. That somebody, and I don't know if you're close with them, or somebody that you interact with frequently. They don't necessarily have to be a friend, but they could be a quote unquote friend. Like they might want to do that same thing or something it might not even be in the same field, same park, same city, to be completely honest, but just like I gotta one up you. I can't let you do better than me in anything. So if you're doing good here, I'm gonna do better in whatever it is that I do, is the type of energy that I get. So some sort of like underhanded discouragement being sent your way, like by way of like, oh, do you feel like you're ready for that? Or like, oh, you're gonna, like, do you even know, like, do you have a history in doing that? Or like, oh, are you prepared? Don't you think you need to take a little bit more time to learn? Or how don't you feel like you need to, like, work under some, like, I'm just getting this kind of like trying to persuade you, trying to kick you into moving away from what it is that you're trying to do, because they don't, and they may not even know this about themselves, but they don't necessarily want to see your success or see you be more successful than them. Let me put it like that. I don't know if they're like, oh, I don't want to see you successful at all. I just feel like they're the type of people that are like, nah, you can be successful, but not more successful than me. You know what I mean? So there's that energy there too. But like, you know, I mean, maybe you don't know, but if you know me, you know I'm quick to cut people off. So I'm like, you know, that's a quick and easy fix, snip, snip, bye. You got Swords energy here too. So it's kind of like, you need to cut it. And if they're doing that, you do need to cut it. Now, I do want to circle back around to the message about, you know, the doubt and the fear within yourself. Scorpio, you guys are a water sign, but like when I talk about your energy, I consider you like the earth of the water. Because you guys are known for being very successful and like really putting work in the trenches, in the mysterious deep dark trenches. Like nobody ever knows what you're doing. We just always see the success. And like we might see you every single day and not see you doing the things that are helping you get to the success. So like nobody knows, but we just know you're always successful doing things. So for you guys, what I get is that, Scorpio, you need to remember who you are. Remember when I opened up your reading, I was like, Scorpio, you really gonna play yourself like that? Scorpio, you really finna play yourself like that? Like, remember who you are. Remember what you do. Get back on your bully. For real, get back on your bully and get to it. Because I have this feeling like, y'all, that is the weirdest. Like sometimes these visualizations and these messages are so crazy. So this is going to be very specific for somebody. But like I was in the middle of saying like I feel like it's going to be very successful. But I got a flash of a festival, specifically Afropunk in New York. And I don't know why that's coming up for me, for y'all. So Scorpio, I don't know when Afropunk in New York is sometime in the summer. Did it pass already? I don't know. Whenever that is, or something similar to that. I don't know why that came in, but that's significant for somebody, Scorpio. You got 2 fireworks and a woo outside, so that's significant for somebody, Scorpio. I don't know what that message is. I feel like that's a personal something that came in for somebody that's going to end up watching this video. But you know, I feel like once you bet on yourself and get rid of that fear and that doubt and get over that hurdle of not thinking that you can do it because of whatever reason, you are going to see so much success on the other side of it. So it is important for you to move away from these fearful spaces and work through your thoughts, okay? 5 of Swords, work through those thoughts, cut out the thoughts that don't need to be there, and, clear your mind, and then charge forward on the path that you have now created now that you can see things clearly, okay? And I'm going to leave y'all at that, Scorpio. I'm like, why is my mouth so dry? I closed the window. I had the sage burn in. My allergies are driving me crazy. Oh, and I'm doing reading. Excuse me. We not far enough into the square for me to be getting tired. Like, y'all got to give me... Y'all just got to work with me tonight. Come on now. All right. Let's get into... Sagittarius. We are going to clear for Scorpio, tapping in for Sag Sun, Sag Moon. It flipped. Sag Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Rising. That's your card. The only way I will reshuffle is if that happens to be the same card that I pulled for Scorpio. Okay? Clearing for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Tapping in for Sag Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising for July 2023. Let's see, what is the supporting insight for that card? So what's popping for people with Sagittarius placements this month? Sag, what? That was urgent. Ooh. Why would y'all were very urgent with this message, so let's talk about it. You got sadness and you got the Knight of Cups, okay? So Right off bat, this is not the love read. You can go check out the love read, or you can go book a personal love reading if you need some more personal insight, okay? But what I will say is that for those of you Sagittarius is involved with a water sign individual or somebody with prominent water in their charts, and when I say that, that's somebody with a whole bunch of water placements, or somebody who has water in their big three, sun, moon, or rising, okay? And when I speak to love, also Venus. This could be Cancer, this could be Scorpio, this could also be Pisces. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, rising, sun, for me to say rising, like, did y'all hear how strong rising came out? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, rising. For me to say that like that, for those of y'all dealing with a water rising sign and you are a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, run. I didn't know which way the sentence was gonna go, but the answer is run, or the end of it is run. Run. Why am I telling? Why does Sag need to run? You got sadness and you got the Knight of Cups here. I feel like I need to pull another card because I didn't know I was gonna tell y'all to run. And look at the imagery, moving away. Why do Sag need to run away? The Star, that's so interesting. So Sagittarius, for those of you guys dealing with this water sign individual, there is a message here that this has been coming up for a few signs tonight too, but there is a message of your blessings being blocked, okay? For some of you, this is very interesting. So you got a star card here. And so when I pull the star card, that gives me happiness, and that also gives me like star quality. For some of you guys, this is speaking to your happiness. This is also for those of you guys that do work in like a public light or a public figure type of space. Like whoever you are dealing with is like not it. I also get that they fucking with your bread. I don't know where that's coming from, but they fucking with your money. They doing something funny with your money. They're not a good look. And I'm not somebody that, you know what? No, I'm not even about to fucking lie to y'all. Okay, so my Venus is in Cancer. Cancer, while we are homebodies, Cancer is a very lavish sign, like a very luxurious sign. Like we like lavish things. So I was about to tell y'all, like, it doesn't matter what you look like, but like I can't speak to that too much. And then my Mercury is in Leo, so like I am somebody who likes to show my partner off, or who I'm dealing with off. Like I like to have somebody that I can be like, oh no, they match my steez. They could be seen out with me, okay? For you guys, what I just got is that you got something going on that doesn't match your steez. You got something that is like kind of bringing down your caliber, like bringing down, like depreciating your value. And that is so, you know what, Sagittarius, that's your business. But what the cards is saying is that they kind of dim in your light. Okay, to move it away from such a vain and like superficial type of perspective. They're dimming your light. And like I said, I read the star card as happiness too. So I get that, like, you could be so much happier. You could do, you know this phrase, you could do bad by yourself, or you could do bad by yourself, or you could do bad on your own. It's the same shit. Whatever. Like, you could do bad by, or you could do so much better. That's what I was trying to get to. You could do bad by yourself, and you could do so much better. I'm getting both of those energies for you. So for some of y'all, this has to do with a love interest that is just not on your level. I'm sorry to kick it to you like that, but they're just not on your level. It is what it is. And should you decide that you don't want to listen to this reading, just know that opportunities, connections, conversations, things that you are supposed to be in alignment with, a lot of those things will not manifest for you while you were in that space. So just know, like, you will, like, you got, the saying, like, that window is closed, you missed that bus. Very much so your energy, should you decide to stay attached to this, okay? I didn't want to give you guys a love read because that's not really the direction that I was going in, but I'm not really picking up too much on general, honestly. And I'm trying to do a lot better with, like, not creating narratives, and even though the narratives I create with the cards, they be accurate, like I'm just trying to read what I get intuitively, like because I call myself an intuitive reader, that is what I'm trying to stick to. So I'm gonna leave it at that, Sag. If that resonated with you, I don't know if I say I'm glad, but like thanks. I'm happy that the message did resonate, but if it didn't, excuse me, I can't be sleepy yet because we're not even there. Like we're not even halfway yet. If it didn't, check out your moon and rising sign, which I will have linked down in the description box. I'm gonna wrap y'all's reading right there, Sag. If it resonated, let me know how so in the comment section. Send me a thumbs up. Send this video to your Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends that may need to hear the message, and make sure you're subscribed to me so that you can, and turn on your notifications so that you can keep up with when I put out new content, okay? And if you need a personal, I'm getting a little tired of you booking promise this. I swear when I get tired, I develop a lisp. It is the wildest shit to me. It makes me laugh too because I feel it and I catch it when I do it, but it makes me laugh because it's like, why are you talking with a lisp, girl? Like, what's wrong? I'm sleepy. That's what's wrong. But so yeah, if you need a personal love reading or just a personal reading period, you can book one with me. All my links are in the description box. Like, who does that? Me. Who does that? I do develop a lisp when I'm tired, and then I go to sleep and I wake up and it's gone. And then it's not a consistent lisp. It just comes out in the middle of some words. And then it's also funny because I'm from Colorado. I'm from Denver. And I learned this when I was about like 17 or 18. Like I would always been like, we don't have an accent. We don't talk a different way. Colorado's considered West Coast for those of y'all that don't know. Do not ever group us with the Midwest because we are not up there with Chicago and them. Also like, what? No, thank you. I just think of like wagons. They need to give us like a Rocky Mountain region. But anyways, so like I learned that like our dialect in this part of the country is like we do not pronounce our T's unless it's in like the middle of a word or and depending on the word, it could be at the end. Like, it's sometimes at the end of a word. Or unless it's like it has to be by an S or by an N. No, we don't pronounce the T's next to the mountain. Yeah, we don't do that. We also carry out or like drag out the ends of our words. And I don't feel like that is true, but I have been told that it is very much so a true thing for Coloradans. So that's our dialect. And that was a fun fact. That has nothing to do with y'all's reading. I'm getting sleepy and I'm starting to ramble. So we're going to clear for Sagittarius now. Clearing for Sag. Tapping in for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So what is the energy coming in for people with those Capricorn placements for the month of July? What's going up? Positive energy. Woo. Faith. That was about to flip, so I'm just going to leave that there. All right. And then we are going to clear for Sagittarius. Tapping in for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2023. So what is this faith card pertaining to for people with those Capricorn placements? Oh, I am so tired of these damn fireworks. And the Knight of Cups. I got the Knight of Cups too. Faith and the Knight of Cups. I'm not picking up court card energy from that Capricorn. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And I typically do try to read, like both messages when I get court cards, but like honestly, it's not ding ding dinging for me. So what I'm going to read this how it's coming through, okay? When I pull Cups cards, it gives me very much so passion project energy. Which because I'm a little water sign with a water Venus, passion projects is career space for me. Like those are kind of synonymous for me. So what I will say Capricorn, is that there's this, like, I'm getting this energy of like, and this is kind of a theme for everybody in July too, this kind of bet on yourself energy, have faith in yourself type energy. Really, like, I don't know why I'm feeling like I need to give you guys like a little push, like a little here you go, here's a little nudge, get out there and do it. Just like, I feel like you need to start the boat. Like, I don't know why that was the analogy I went with, but like, it's like to get it started, to initiate it, to bring some sort of spark in. So for me to be saying that, I feel like this month, Capricorn, there's going to be ideas coming in for you, like ideas that you are very passionate about. And I feel like I need to tell you guys, and I don't know why, because typically Capricorns are really good at this, but I'm getting this like excitement type of energy for you guys. So it's like, I feel like you're going to get excited about these ideas and be trying to do them all at once, all at the same time, without taking the time to plan or anything. And you have to stop yourself there and remember your energy. You are a Capricorn. It does not make any kind of sense for you to not be planning things out to make sure that they go well. So when you get the ideas, first of all, you're going to need to prioritize, right? Like, you're going to need to figure out what is important, what's actually feasible to start working on right now. And then instead of just going balls to the wind, balls to the wall and saying, okay, I'm going to just do it however it gets done. Like, you need to have put a plan in action, really start manifesting a path toward your success. Okay. And with the faith card too, I think it is important to tell you guys to do things with a positive mind and a positive heart, okay? Even if you're like fresh starting at something, don't go in like, oh, I'm brand new at this, I don't know if I'm gonna do well with it, because guess what, on the other side of that shit, it's gonna be real rocky because you was not thinking that it was gonna turn out well, so it won't. You need to go into whatever it is that you're doing with a very positive and very hopeful energy. So if you start something new, or if you get a new opportunity, instead of thinking like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do with this, go into it with like, oh, this is different, but I'm about to smash, like I'm about to kill, like I'm about to do so great on whatever this is, even though I don't know A from B and B from C, or which way is up and which way is down, but it don't matter because I got this. Like, it fell into my hands, or I stepped into this space or this energy or into alignment with it, so it must be for me. And that's kind of the energy that you have to rock with for July. Like, you have to remember, I feel like you have to remember that the things being presented to you are being presented to you because of the work that you've done and the like success that you have been able to show in the past. And Capricorn, you guys are so focused on the work that you oftentimes don't really focus on the success. So you guys don't realize when people are watching you, when people are actually seeing your portfolios, your resumes, like your whatever it is, that your skills, like you don't realize that because you're always in a worker's brain, you're always in a business mind. But like, the reason that things are coming in for you is because you've proven that you are worthy for these opportunities. So go into them with that kind of mind. Now, don't go into them cocky like, oh, I got this shit, can't nobody see me, maybe down the road, but definitely go into them like, oh, I received this opportunity, or I'm doing this because I have the experience that put myself in this place, or I'm doing this because I worked to put myself in these positions. Like, give yourself credit where it's due, and then continue to put the effort forward that got you into those spaces. Okay, don't get lazy, but have the faith that you're where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that you'll be doing it well, or else it wouldn't have been presented to you. Okay, the saying, God don't give you nothing you can't handle. So clearly you can handle it, so handle it right. You feel me? And I'm gonna leave y'all at that, Capricorn. And with that being said, I am definitely going to go with my rising signs reading for the month, because Cancer was some bullshit, and Capricorn was not. So I like Capricorn, so we're gonna go with that. All right, Capricorn, if that reading resonated with you, let me know in the comment section. Give me a little thumbs up. Send this video to your Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends that may need to hear the message, and make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications turned on so you can catch my new videos when they go up, okay? And then if you need a personal reading, go on and book one with me. Everything you need to know and see is in the description box. We are going to clear for Capricorn now. Clearing for Capricorn, tapping in for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh. All right, Capricorn and Aquarius. See what I mean, y'all? Do you see what I mean? These air signs. Like, what is the deal with the shuffling? I don't know why. Like, honestly, ever since I started reading, I've been reading for about 6-7 years now. Like, ever since I started, it's always been like that when I read for air signs. Whether I'm reading for like full on elements, like all air signs for a Mercury retrograde or something, or I'm reading for like a specific air sign like Aquarius, Aquarius or Libra, or Gemini. Like my decks be going crazy. Like air energy is wild. Anyways, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2023. What's the energy for Aquarius? Let's pop in. And we will flip for the Oracle after we get some tarot insight. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising, clearing Capricorn. Tapping in for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2023. Excuse me. So let's pop in for people with those Aquarius placements this month. Energy and the Chariot. Okay. Aquarius. This gives me, I bit my tongue earlier and my tooth keeps running over it. This gives me, I get a little bit of a burnout message here. And I also get a little bit of you're being a little too selfless type of message with these two cards here, which is so funny. Well, you know what? It's not so funny. I just say that because I have a little bit of a bite. Like Aquarius energy and it's either great or it sucks. Like it's hit or miss. Aquarius, while you are the sign associated with individuality and doing your own thing, you are also the sign associated with the collective and community. So I will say that what's coming up in your energy, I need some water. I'm about to hit y'all with some ASMR water gulping sounds. I am so sorry because I hate that. It blows me that there's really a whole population of millions of people who actually just go on the internet and watch videos of people making mouth sounds. That is the craziest thing to me. Why do you want to do that? But I try not to judge. I just I really do be wanting to know what is it? Oh, it's comforting. Is it? It grosses me out. But you know what? Different strokes for different folks. You do what makes you happy and you live your best life. Okay? But as I was saying, I'm getting this you might be being a little too selfless right now. You're pouring into everybody and everything around you, and you're gung-ho for the community right now. You're ooh, let's do all the things. Let's do all the volunteering. Let's help all the cousins and sisters and brothers. Let's wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do the runs with the people because I just met somebody in a store and they were we're doing a run for this and we need somebody to pass out water. And you're okay, I'm very I feel you're just signing up for any and everything, or you're just doing too much. You're pouring your energy into if you're not physically signing up for any and everything, there might be just a couple of people or a couple of things going on that you're putting all of your energy and your effort into, and at the end of the day, Aquarius, you ain't got no time for yourself. It's you're everything and everybody around you is good, but are you good? Are you okay? And I'm asking you that in this spread because I don't feel you've actually taken the time to ask yourself. So Aquarius, for the month of July, you need to take a moment to, one, think about, are you okay? Are you good? What do you need in the event that you are not okay and good? And even if you are okay and good, think about what you could use to improve your quality of life, because your cards are saying that you need to give yourself a little bit of time. You need to be a little selfish. The Chariot card is one of the self cards, and you got the energy card before it. So this literally is the message of you need to put energy into yourself. It is a very blatant message. Hey, Aquarius, You know, like what everybody be saying about you being selfish and about you being the individual and you going off to do your own thing. This is a month in which you maybe might need to do a little bit of that, okay? We're very quickly going to be coming up on your full moon shortly. Once we get into August, I think it's at the beginning of August. So, you know, as we come up on that part of the year, it's your half point for the year. So you want to start looking at the things that you want to stop doing, that you want to release, the habits that you want to move away from, the perspectives that you want to move away from. And one of those things is you need to figure out how to stop spreading yourself too thin, to the point to where, one, you need to figure out how to stop spreading yourself too thin, period. And then you also need to figure out how to save some energy, some time, some effort, some love for yourself. At the end of the day, you need to be able to at least have a little bit of a cup to drink from for yourself. Like, you can't have poured it all into everybody and everything else outside of you throughout the whole day. And at the end of the night, you thirsty and dehydrated, your mouth is dry, you over here trying to make water mouth sounds like I was just doing, but you ain't got nothing to do it with because you done gave all your liquid to everybody around you. So, you know, Aquarius, and if you've been here in my readings before, you've heard me say this, like, you can be selfish this month. Being selfish is not always a bad thing. Like, this is a good selfish that you need to tap into, because honestly, you're going to burn yourself out for real, and you're not going to be able to even help the people that you've been helping or do the things that you've been doing if you continue to move in the way that you've been moving. Take a little bit of time for yourself. And, you know, in the same way that you're being the person for the community, universal law, your community needs to also pay it forward. So if you need a little bit of help and a little bit of time or a little bit of space, you can ask your community for that, and they need to provide it for you. Now, I'm not saying they should. They need to provide it for you because they need to give back what is being given to them, okay? And I'm going to leave y'all at that. Y'all spread is that's it, okay? If you need a little bit more personal insight, book a personal reading with me. All my links are down in the description box. Let me know if that reading resonated with you, Aquarians, down in the comment section, okay? If it did, leave me a little thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you can catch when my new readings go up, and send this video to your Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends that may or should hear this, may need to or should hear this message, okay? And thanks for tuning in, Aquarius. Who's after y'all? Pisces. All right, let's get into Pisces. That dry erase marker smell real strong. Clearing for Aquarius. Tapping in for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising. So what is the energy for people with these Pisces placements for July 2023? So what's poppin' for Pisces people? And let's get some supporting insight by way of the tarot. And what's the energy for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2023? Clearing for Aquarius. Tapping in for Pisces, July 2023. Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the energy? Energy in the Seven of Cups. I feel like I should reshuffle y'all's oracle. Or pull. No, you know what? I don't think I should reshuffle. I feel like I should pull another oracle for you. Let me get some extra for Pisces, because that is the same. I just sometimes between readings, even though y'all see me shuffling, it's just like, is that the energy? Even though it is, I know that's the energy because that's the card I pulled. But let's get a little bit more of a specific message for Pisces for July. Energy, isolation, and the Seven of Cups. All right. Which is actually a very similar message to Aquarius. Aquarius got, you need to be selfish and pour your energy into yourself. Pisces, however, I get that this is a very Pisces spread. I'm not gonna lie. You got energy, and then I pulled isolation for your clarifier, and then you got the Seven of Cups here, which is a card of confusion. And the Seven of Cups, honestly, for me, is the Pisces card. It's like little moon card in the deck. It's like, what's going on here? What is a mystery, right? Pisces, I get July, maybe a month for you where you are definitely, obviously, isolating yourself from it. You got energy, which tells me, energy coming up with isolation tells me that you need to maybe, I don't want to say cut your cords of attachment, but, and I don't want to say it as strong as isolate yourself, but I do feel like you need to take some time for yourself. With the Seven of Cups coming up, it tells me you need to take some time for yourself to figure things out. Matters of the heart and matters of the head. I get that matters of the heart could be causing some confusion for you, and which is why you might need to take a moment to where, you know, you're not taking influence or external advice from other people, because whatever is going on for you, Pisces, is something that you need to figure out for yourself. It's not something that other people can tell you. Other people can give you insight, but for whatever the reason, what I'm picking up here, Pisces, is that other people's insight just doesn't matter, because it's almost like, oh, well, like, that's nice, thank you, but it doesn't have anything to do with me in this situation. So, like, it doesn't apply, so it's unnecessary. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but that's the way that the energy is coming up for you. So, Pisces, I get that you're taking July to figure your shit out, figure your things out, figure your heart out, figure your head out. I do get for you guys, that's love and career. So for some of you Pisces, you're trying to figure out like some sort of relationship or some sort of person or partner or interest that you are dealing with or have been dealing with, trying to see if that's something you want to keep pursuing or something you want to keep dealing with. For some of you guys, I'm also getting that, you know, you may be working in a space in which you're trying to figure out, like, is this something that I want or need to keep doing, or do I need to figure something different out? You have the confusion card, so I'm going to be real with you guys. July is not the month in which you're probably going to get the answers. July is the month in which you're really going to be thinking about it and weighing things out. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for you. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Strength. So what I will say, Pisces, is I wasn't going to say that, but rough, tough, and dirty is coming. So July might be a little rough for you guys. Like, and I got heaviness on my heart. So I get July may be a little rough for you in regards to either something that makes you feel like sad, like, you know, figuring out let's take you back. The Seven of Cups, taking you to a space in which you are figuring out something you need to walk away from that kind of makes you feel like you're taking a little bit of an L or taking a little bit of a loss. I don't know what else I was going to say, so I guess that's the message for you. Channeling is crazy because I had a whole other message and it cut me there and said, nope, that's the message. There we go. It's 1016. It's 7, which is a confirmation number for me. So Pisces, honestly, this is a month in which, you know, you're figuring things out, and some of these things that you figure out might not necessarily feel that great in your heart space, but understand that, you know, sometimes you got to clear things out. Sometimes you got to wrap things up so that you can move on to new chapters and into new spaces and into alignment with the things that you were supposed to be in alignment with, okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. I know that was kind of short, sweet, and simple, but y'all got 4 cards, so that's the trade-off because y'all was only supposed to get 2. Okay? All right. So we're going to wrap it for Pisces there. Pisces, if that reading resonated with you, do me a favor and let me know in the comment section. Give me a little thumbs up. Subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can keep up with when I put out new content. And share this video with your Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends that may need to hear this message or should hear this message. Okay? And thanks for tuning in, Pisces. We're going to go into Aries now. I don't know why I said it like that. We're going to go into Aries now. Allergies are just the worst. Like, I cannot breathe out of my left nostril. I have nasal spray, but like, I feel like I've been snorting nasal spray all day yesterday, so I wanted to like give my nostrils a break because I feel like that's maybe not like maybe I shouldn't have been to hit my nasal spray like that, but I cannot breathe out of my left nostril, and my right nostril is like, we got partial airflow in there. Whatever. This has been my whole life, so like I guess I should be used to it. All right, clearing for Pisces, tapping in for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2023. Let's see, what is the energy coming in, or what energy are people with these Aries placements tapping into for this month? Thank you in advance. And we will flip that once we get some supporting tarot. Clearing for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Tapping in for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2023. Supporting insight. Energy coming up for people with those Aries placements this month. What's poppin'? Death. Oh, I don't have on coochie cutters. I was about to say, I got on coochie cutters. I got on a dress. It was a very short dress. My cheeks was sticking to my chair. That was not a pleasant feeling getting up. You got Death and you got the King of Cups, Aries. So, two things. And I feel like y'all's message is going to be very short, quick, and not necessarily sweet. But it's gonna be short because I straight up, I got two messages for you. First things first. This is a court card, so I'm going to generally read the court card energy for you Aries individuals dealing with either romantically in a career space or like a very significant friendship, whatever the case may be, with a water sign individual, okay? Either a little bit older or somebody with a little bit more of a mature energy, more masculine mature energy, and that is going to be somebody with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio prominent placements in their chart, okay? Sun, Moon, and Rising, especially. Venus, especially if we're talking about love. Hi, chicken. Hey, Citrus. Nike cat. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't want to be spoken to? She looked at me like, girl, I'm out here to eat. Leave me alone. I'll mind my business, girl. My bad. Dealing with a water sign individual with, dealing with the person who is either a water sign, sun, or prominent water in their charts, like I was saying, Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus, excuse me. Oh my gosh, excuse me, if we're talking about love, but also just somebody who has hella water in their chart. So we could also be talking about too. This message for you this month is that it is time to wrap that up. This is not the love reading, but it's a court card, so I'm going to give you that message. And like I said, it doesn't have to be romance. I said romance like that. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be, y'all know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be that kind of relationship. Again, it could be a close connection or prominent connection with a water sign individual in the career space or one of your water sign friends. But it's time to wrap up that chapter. I am getting that, like, this is not serving you. This is not serving them. The spark or the love or the connection or the friendship, whatever the case may be, like, it's just out of whack. It's out of alignment. It's time to move on from that. You cannot hop up here. Do not do it, Citrus. Do not do it, Citrus. What is wrong with your eyeball? Are you okay? Or do you just have cat sleeps? You got cat sleeps. We're going to clean your eye in a little bit. But it's time to wrap that up, Aries. I'm going to leave that message at that. On the other hand, I do get that for some of you guys, there could have been some sort of like project or like something that you really wanted to do that you put a lot of effort into that has just kind of run its course. Just keeping it honest. I keep it very real in my readings. I don't like to sugarcoat things because that could put you in a trick bag. Like, I'm not going to tell you to keep putting your effort into something or your money and your time into something that's just not going to have a return for you. And that's kind of what the message is here. It's like, okay, you did this. You were very passionate about it at one point in time. Maybe you were really good at it at one point in time. But where we're at now is just like, you know what? This is not it for you anymore. This is not going to be successful for you anymore. This is not the direction in which you need to be going. And it's not to say that you're not good at it. It's just that your energy is no longer aligned with it. And you know what? Let me clarify. Maybe for right now, but honestly, it's the death card, so it does give me like it's time to hang that up type of energy. So like for you Aries, and I know it kind of sucks when it's like, oh, maybe these were your dreams or it's something you were very, very, very passionate about. But keep in mind that when this type of energy comes through, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stop doing it, but it does mean you have to stop doing it the way that you were doing it. So like, however you have been doing this job, or however you have been approaching this friendship, or however you have been moving in this relationship. You know, it worked for you at one point in time, but it's not going to work that way anymore. And if you want to be successful in these spaces, you are going to have to shift things around. You're going to have to change and switch up the energy. And if you don't, it just becomes stagnant, and you become stuck, and you're not seeing any growth or any kind of movement, okay? So, you know, it's time to hang it up. But if it's not necessarily something you're going to hang up, it's time to hang up this particular process and circle back around and try to hit it in a different way, okay? Try a different approach. And I'm going to leave you at that, Aries. Like I said, your reading was going to be short because that's all I'm getting from you guys, okay? If you feel like you need some more insight or more personal insight, you can book a reading with me. All my links are down in the description box. Aries, if that resonated with you, even though I know it was super short, if it resonated with you, let me know in the comment section. Give me a little thumbs up. Share this video with your Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends that may need to hear the message. And then make sure you are subscribed to me and have notifications turned on, that little bell, so that you can keep up with my new tarot and astrology content and spiritual content too, okay? All right, let's get into Taurus. I would like to be in the bed at 12:30 tonight. Excuse me. It's about to be 10:30. So I'm like, I'll be done with these readings by like 10:45. Which means I'll be ready to like, oh no, I got to put all them clothes. You know what? No, I don't. No, I do not. Them clothes are going to go right on that little thing. And they will get put away tomorrow. So I'm going to move my clothes. I'm sorry, y'all. This happens when I get tired. I start thinking about everything I need to do before, so I can like have just a straight shot, like hit my little checkpoints and then get my ass in the bed. I'm Capricorn rising, so like I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to get in the shower. And then I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to wake up. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm blah, blah, blah. Oh, I said I wanted to work out tonight too. I'm not gonna work out tonight. I might work out tonight. We gonna see. I missed the workout. I feel like this week was a false start. Like maybe we just circle around and try to get on today. Okay. Let's clear for Aries. Clearing for Aries. Tapping in for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising for July 2023. So what energy is coming in? What energy should Taurus people be tapping into this month? What's popping for people with those Taurus placements? Thank you in advance for the insight. All right. Releasing for Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. Tapping in for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising for the month of July 2023. So what's coming up for people with those Taurus placements? Everybody, who did I just do? Aries? Aries just got that too. And there's an Emperor, and so I did this for another sign that I pulled that. I know y'all saw me shuffle that, but I'm going to give another card for you guys just because I'd be paranoid. Like, is that really for Taurus? Even though I know it is because that's what I pulled. What is the energy for Taurus? Can I get some additional energy supporting insight for people with these placements? Creativity, Emperor, and the Death card. Okay. You got the Death card. Sorry. You got the Death card. Okay, show you that. You got creativity. And you've got the Emperor. So what I get here is the first thing that I get for you, Taurus, honestly, is that there's some sort of like, I'd say like this, but like, you guys know you're known for being lazy on your shadow side. I get this energy of like letting your creativity kind of fall by the wayside. And creativity is different for everybody. So for some people, your creativity shows up in painting. For some people, it shows up in a spiritual practice like reading tarot cards. For some people, creativity shows up in a corporate workspace crunching numbers. It just depends on what that is for you. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I'm speaking to creativity in your spread. But I get this message of like kind of just letting what you do fall by the wayside, like not really giving it much light, not really giving it too much. And you know what, Taurus, I'm about to reel y'all in real quick, because I feel like somebody's Taurus energy was like, no, I have been doing things. Nah, Taurus, I'm about to reel you in real quick. You haven't been doing enough. You know, there's a matter of like just doing a little bit to make sure you do it, but then there's a matter of just doing a little bit to say you did it. You know what I mean? And I more so get, Taurus, you're on the side of just doing a little bit to say you did it, to prove, to tell yourself that you did it, but it's not even adequate enough for you. You know what I mean? Like, Taurus, you need to go harder. And what's funny is, Taurus, you are ruled by Venus. So even if you're putting in the most minimal effort, you can portray to people that you are doing it up. Taurus, it is time for you to stop faking the funk. And I know that's crazy coming from me, because I am somebody that promotes faking the funk. Fake it till you make it, okay? But Taurus, you need to act like you need to make it for real right now. Like, you need to stop faking the funk, and you need to put in the real effort. You need to do the real work. You need to get back to doing the things that you like to do and are good at, and give it 100%. Like, it's time for you to move away from just the minimal effort to keep it going. Like, I'm getting this energy of like, you know, how do I want to put this? Like, I'm trying to think of something that you just have to, excuse me, sorry. Y'all, I'm starting to get sleepy. You know, kind of like I don't know, y'all. Something that you just have to give very minimal effort to, just to keep it around, but it's like you're just keeping it around. You're not really doing much with it. Taurus, you need to move away from that. It's time for you to put in more effort, and not just I'm doing. Like, no, you need to put in more effort to actually do the thing, whatever the thing is. Put in the effort. Bring yourself back to those spaces of doing the things that you do, the things that you like to do, the things that you are, like I said, that you are good at, and find yourself in some successful spaces. Because right now I feel like sometimes, Taurus, you're asking yourself a question of, well, how come I'm not seeing success? How come I'm not seeing growth? And blah, blah, blah. But it's like, well, there's no change without action. Like, Taurus, if you're just giving the bare minimum, you're going to receive the bare minimum in return. Like, if you're putting in a bigger effort, you're going to get a bigger return. Like, you know what I mean? You get back what you put in. And so, Taurus, you can't sit up here looking all stupid. Like, well, how come? No, Taurus, you know why come. Because you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing in order to get the how come that you're trying to get to. So, you know, stop being lazy, one. And, you know, Taurus, there's also, I'm getting kickback from your energy too, where it's like, but I have this going on, and I have to do this, and I have to X, Y, and Z. You know what? Everybody got something that they got to do that puts up a blockage in the way of what it is that they got to do. And you know what? Oh, well, whatever. Figure it out and get to it. Like, I'm sorry to be sounding so rude, but that's the way the energy is coming in for me. Like, it's very much so like, you're complaining for what? Like, you made your decisions. Do what you got to do to get to where you want to and need to and got to be, Taurus. You know, that's the end. I'm leaving y'all at that, because at this point I'm fussing at y'all and I don't feel like fussing. Like, getting too worked up with y'all's reads. So I'm gonna leave it at that, Taurus. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comment section and let me know how so. And give me a little thumbs up too, because that does help keep my channel more visible. I don't know why. I know why I can't talk, because I'm getting sleepy. My words are starting to run together. Share this video with your Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends that may need to hear the message or should hear the message. And then also make sure you're subscribed to me and turn on the notifications. Click the little bell so you can know when I am putting up new readings, okay? If you need a more personal reading regarding everything that I just said, book one with me. Everything you need to know and all the links you need to see will be in the description box, okay? It's raining mad hard outside, which is awesome because that means that nobody's popping fireworks. Taurus, Gemini. Ooh, we're at the last one. Awesome. Awesome sauce. So excited. I knew I should have did this earlier, but like, and it's not like I was just lollygagging. I was actually like doing other productive things around. I did my financial budget planner thing today, and boy, I feel very blessed to be in a space where like I am finally making the money I need to make to pay for the things I need to pay for. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I was doing my little budget and finances for June, and I was like, you know what, this shit costs a lot of money. Somebody needs to give me some grants. All right. So put your girl on game. I have 2 businesses. One is a spiritual wellness business, which is SunshinehazeCo. The other is a production company. I offer services for everything from writing copy to making films. So if y'all know about them grants, holla at your girl. Please and thank you. All right, Claire for Taurus. Citrus. Was that stretch good? Because I could hear you all the way up here. It was a good stretch. No, that was not a cue to start rubbing on the couch. Here's a pet. Here's some pets. Here you go, girl. I'm gonna go play. All right, releasing for Taurus, tapping in for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So what is the energy for people with these Gemini placements for July 2023? So what is coming up? What's coming in for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July? I think we're going to stop there. We'll flip once we get some tarot cards. Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising for July 2023. We are clearing for Taurus. Tapping in for Gemini. What's popping? Additional insight. Clarifying insight for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising July 2023. Thank you in advance. Movement and the Knight of Swords. Well, come on with it, Gemini. Y'all about to be shaking and moving. Y'all about to be rocking and rolling. It's time to go. It's time to jet. I don't know why no, I do know why the energy is so straightforward and so urgent. It's because it's swords energy. You got the Knight of Swords here, okay? So I'm going to give you 2 messages. First, what I get with the movement card. Let's show you the imagery. It's green. And there's the Knight of Swords. It's candy corn, if you're familiar with Adventure Time. Adventure Time! It's literally adventure time for you, Gemini. Like, it is time for you to take off and do something different. You got the Swords card, so that does tell me it's time for you to cut some things out of your life, okay? Time for you to let it go. Like, let it go, move on, gain clarity with the Knight of Swords coming in. So when we get this Court card, the Knight cards, they come in with the Knight and the Prince cards. They typically come in carrying a message or come in carrying insight. They come in to give you something. And so if it's not a physical person, it is a physical message or a physical or an epiphany or something of the sort. Like, you gain something comes in for you, okay? With it being a Swords card, this is a communication, this is a clarification, this is some sort of notion. It's an epiphany of some sort. Like, you gain insight, and so it's coming in swiftly with the Knight card. And you got the Movement card too, which is quick. I'm getting quick, fast, and like, I very much so feel your elements energy for your month. Like, not your month, for this month, okay? Like, I do get that you're getting ready to make some changes. And I will say, Gemini, that the way you make the changes is going to be very air, very Gemini, very off of a blow in the wind. One day you're like, I'm gonna blow this way, and this is now what I'm doing. I don't think that you're going to give a lot of thought. Like, I don't feel like you're gonna, let me reword. It's not that you're not going to give a lot of thought. I don't think that you're going to give a lot of time to your thoughts. I do think that your thoughts are going to come in very clear for you, but I feel like they're going to be so clear that a lot of time is not needed. So Gemini, when this whatever opportunity comes in for you to leave whatever it is that you're doing now, and this could mean a move from a job. This could mean a physical move from one place to another. This could mean a move from like a state to a state or to another country. But you're where you at now, you ain't finna be soon. Like, I don't like to give timing, but the way it's coming up, like August, September, you may not be where you're at now. Like, you may be in a completely different environment, completely different space, completely different energy, okay? I do want to speak a little bit to this being a court card and to the like actual person energy. For those of you Geminis dealing with somebody who is another air sign, okay? But you know what I am picking up on? I will say that I don't feel it's air sun. I do get that they might have Geminis. I was going to say air, but they might have Gemini somewhere in their chart, specifically moon, rising, or Venus. I don't know why, or prominent Gemini or air energy, but Gemini came out. So like ding, ding, ding for the Geminis. If you were dealing with another person with Gemini energy in their chart, this message is probably for you. But definitely somebody with like a lot of air or prominent air. This could include Libra and Aquarius in their big three, Venus, or all throughout their chart, right? But if you're dealing with somebody with those placements, I do get that you're getting ready to course correct and change courses, honestly. Like, I don't know, Gemini, the energy for your spread is very much so like finally just figuring it the fuck out. And that's the way it's coming in. Like, not figuring it out. Nah, finally figuring it the fuck out and moving the fuck on. Like, being like, okay, all right, I'm out. I'm going to go do something. I'm going to go see what's shaking and moving over here. Because this ain't for me. I now see what I needed to see. I figured out what I needed to figure out. I know what I got to do to get to where I got to go. And that's what I'm about to do. And I also get Gemini that this is real G's moving silence like lasagna. I don't know that you're going to be telling a lot of people about your plans. I feel like the necessary parties will know. And you know what? I will say that might cause issues, but that's not really coming up in the spread, but it did pop up. It did come through. So I did want to say that for whoever that resonates with. But like, yeah, Gemini, I definitely get, y'all about to make some moves. Y'all ain't with the shits no more. Y'all trying to be with some other shits. And I'm going to leave it at that. And that's your reading. That's your spread. Y'all were the last ones. If that reading resonated with you, do me a favor. Let me know in the comment section. Send this video to your Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends that definitely need to hear it, because this one is an important one. I will say that about y'all spread. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the little bell. Turn on the notifications so you can get notifications for when I put up new videos and new content and all the things. And is that it? That's it. I think that's it. And let me know in the comments. I think I told y'all I don't know, y'all. Do whatever you want to do. But thank you for tuning in. That is your spread. To wrap it up, if anybody would like a personal reading with me, you can book one through the link in my bio. And I'm so weird. This is YouTube. Through the link in the description box. And then also, my birthday just passed. It was June 29th. If you're feeling generous and want to show some gratitude for these readings, for these spreads, you can send some love to my Cash App or by making a purchase from my SunshinehazeCo shop or from my Amazon storefront or from my Amazon wish list. Y'all can rock it any one of them ways. I will greatly appreciate, okay? All them things are linked down below in the description box. If you like the decks, those are linked as well. And that is all I got for y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Check out the other videos that just went up for July. And yeah, good night, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I will catch y'all next time. And no, I was going to fix my nail tonight. We ain't doing that. I'm going to the shower and going to bed. Good night. Peace. Thank you for tuning in. I'm like, no, I got to put this finger in. No, because that one has a Band-Aid. Bye, y'all. Good night.